Thank you very much, Moazu. Senator Kane, Senator Deeds, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the board of the precinct, friends, partners here tonight. What you've witnessed is just a tiny demonstration of the brilliance and talent of the 25 Mandela Washington Fellows in this room. I want to start by saying congratulations to all of you. You've worked hard. We are proud of you, and we hope you're also proud of yourselves. I hope you've enjoyed your time in Virginia, particularly at the University of Virginia, William and Mary, Montpelier, Monticello, and Ireland. And I also hope you've enjoyed the warmth and friendliness of Americans in Charlottesville and Williamsburg. When I look around this room, I have the privilege of knowing more than half of the people here today. And I can confidently say that we share a lot of similar attributes. A lot of people here this evening are kind, supportive, generous, confident, resilient, honest, and loyal. But there's one trait that I believe is common to all of us, and that is courage. So permit me to say a few things about courage. My definition of courage is strength derived from the belief that the best days of my life haven't happened yet. Courage is the choice to face life, accept life, and win at life. Courage is the knowledge that every day is a step closer to finding the answers we're looking for. Whether it's the courage to accept yourself, the courage to be yourself, the courage to defend what is right, the courage to defend your family, to defend your country, to defend your community, the courage to confront adversities, and to also embrace the joys of our existence. But most importantly, the courage to fight for yourself and everything you believe in. Many of you fellows have traveled so far to get here. And I'm not talking about your international flights. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the journeys of your life. Some of you in this room are the first in your family to travel internationally. Some of you are the first to get education in your family. Some of you have lost relatives to disasters. A few of you are survivors of wars, terrible disasters that you can't even share with anyone. And despite your circumstances, you're here tonight, sharing space with some of the most brilliant and successful minds in the United States of America. I want to assure you that everyone in this room, whether it's the senators or the business people like Rick Goins, everyone in this room has come so far because they refuse to give up. I haven't spoken to everyone here tonight, but I'm willing to bet that everyone here has had critical moments in their life where courage was what made the difference. The story of courage is one you'll find everywhere you go in America. It's a virtue intrinsic in the American culture. During your time in Montpelier, Monticello, and Ireland, you heard about the courage of the founding fathers of this country. Courage is what unites us as Americans. Our courage to do what is right, our courage to look beyond ourselves and help others. And whether it's the national anthem or the Constitution, each one tells the story of the courage of the American people. And our courage as a nation was displayed 10 years ago when President Barack Obama's government at the time developed an idea that is now the most prestigious exchange program on the African continent, then known as the Young African Leaders Initiative, and now called the Mandela Washington Fellowship. 7,000 African leaders have participated in this fellowship and returned to their countries as better leaders. The Presidential Precinct remains one of the just eight institutions that host the Mandela Washington Fellowship every year since the summer of 2014. As of tonight, we are proud to call 250 fellows like Muhazu, Josita, Wanjiru, Presidential Precinct alum. As a 2014 Mandela Washington Fellow myself, it is my immense joy to welcome you officially to the Presidential Precinct Alumni Network. Exchange programs like the Mandela Washington Fellowship is how this nation demonstrates its courage and commitment to invest in good people with good ideas in good places. The power of this fellowship lies in its ability to identify and congregate the best minds and support them with the resources they need to deliver courageous and democratic leadership to their citizens in their countries. At the Presidential Precinct, our chairman, Jim Murray, together with committed partners and board members, took a courageous decision to invest in the next generation of global leaders 11 years ago. And our 10-year record shows that we've impacted just about 1,500 leaders in more than 170 countries. A significant part of our scorecard is everyone in this room. Senator Kane, Senator Deeds, our partners board, community and friends, thank you very much for believing in us for the past 10 years. As we celebrate the 10 years of hosting the Mandela Washington Fellowship, on behalf of my wonderful team, Karen, Grace, Catalina, Ashandra, Tracy, Drew, and I, we want to today make a commitment and a promise that we will be more courageous as an organization. We'll be more courageous in our interactions with you. We'll be more courageous with our vision and our mission. We'll be more courageous in our partnerships and community. We'll be more courageous in impacting as many leaders as we can here in the United States and the world. And my charge of courage tonight isn't just to the fellows in this room. I want to extend that call to everyone here tonight. I want to ask you all for more courage in your support and investment in us. There's just so far we can go as individuals. We need your own courage to also take us far. As the common saying goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So, I ask for your courageous support as we launch into the next decade of the precinct. A significant component is having resources to go far. In the first half of 2024, we've hosted over 60 leaders and launched 2 new programs, the Corporate Leaders Program and the Judicial Fellowship Program. But we want to do more, and we need your support. So, on behalf of my team and I, you will find a QR code on your program that outlines how to donate to the Presidential Precinct. I ask you all to please give courageously. If you ask me, Toyosi, what is the next decade of the Presidential Precinct? What does it look like? My answer is very simple. The next decade for the precinct is the decade of courage. A decade of courageous leadership, a decade of courageous service. And I invite you all to join us on the right. Thank you.